No one wanted to give me a chance back then.
Right now it's very early right now, around like 5:50 in the morning right now, and I'm very tired right now. I've been debating on getting up for the past hour. I've been laying down. I didn't want to get up right now, but who else is want to do? Who else is gonna do this right now? And that's what I keep telling myself. Nobody wants to do this, and you don't get better by sitting in the bed. You don't get better by resting. You get better on these days. Sure, when you're at your best, you can lift your heaviest and you grow the most physically. You become stronger and everything like that. But on these days when you don't want to do anything, these are the days where you get strongest, because that's where you really grow in your mind. And the stronger your mind is, the stronger you are. This whole game, everything, life, wrestling, whatever sport you're in, it's all mental. 100% mental. Whoever believes that they're gonna win, they're gonna win. The guy who's stronger, if he has a weak mind, he's gonna give up really quickly. And the guy who's weaker but has a stronger mind, he's gonna keep going after it, and he could beat out that guy. Always give it your 100%. And when you don't feel like giving it your 100%, give it your 110%. Work above what is your hardest. You know what I'm saying? That I don't want, like right now, I don't want to go right now at all, but what am I gonna think in 2 hours? Am I gonna be happy that I skipped the lift? No. I mean, I'll probably lift in 2 hours then. But think about it. Would I be getting better or weaker? Of course, I didn't get up straight out of the bed. And that was a bad thing. I laid down for a bit and I didn't want to get up. I think it was actually I think I woke up around 4:50. So I've been up for a while now. And I could have got up earlier. Of course, I gotta change and everything. I'm in my sweater right now, but I still have to change and everything. So that's gonna take a little bit longer. But anyways, the point is that nobody wants to do this right now. And that's what gets me happy. That no one's gonna do this. It's all about stacking hours right now. While they're sleeping right now, we're stacking hours. Maybe they'll get up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Cool. We get 3 more hours ahead of them. Maybe they didn't sleep well last night. We got better sleep. We're doing better than them. Whatever it is. Right now, after I lift, I have to record some videos. I gotta upload some videos. I gotta upload more than everyone else. I have to post more than everyone else. I gotta work harder than everyone else. I found a lane that nobody's in right now. I'm going after that lane. I'm attacking that lane. The reason why no one's going after that lane is because it's hard. It's not easy to maintain. It's easy to start. I've seen some people start and they've done well in the beginning, but it's hard to maintain. And that's really all I'm trying to do right now. Get after it every single day, no matter how hard it is. Yeah, let me do this right now, actually. So yeah, that's really that. Let me actually put it back down. I'm going to do it now. Hopefully that's good. And yeah, right now I'm gonna lift upper body today. It just isn't something that I should be even too upset about. It's shoulder press I'm starting with. I'm doing it lighter today. Incline dumbbell bench second. Doing that lighter today as well. Then lateral raises, and then machine rows. I want to do weighted pull-ups today, but my back's not fully better, so I'm just being a little safe and taking it as a deload week. So I'm not doing any weighted pull-ups this weekend, and then I'll come back next weekend and hopefully I'm stronger because my back needs a little break from all the pulling and everything like that. So yeah, that's right. That I'll cut straight to my lift, straight to me driving right now. Still, yeah. Right now, very early in the morning right now. Once again, going to lift again in the morning. I don't like to, I mean, I haven't lifted in the morning the last couple of days because of my actual finals. I don't have any excuses. I have to be fully careful with my finals. And, I got this news from the email actually from my the advisors that about something that's not good if it turns out to be that way. It could be really bad if that ends up happening the way it does, but I emailed them something back. Hopefully they agree with it and understand it, because if they don't, it could look very bad for me. But
yeah, right now it's very early right now in the morning. No one's up right now, and that's a lie. There's some people up, of course, but my point is, my whole goal at the end of the day is not to be the best. Well, it is, like, my goal is, like, outwork everybody. Be, like, the hardest worker ever. No one will ever outwork me. That is the ultimate goal for me. I don't care about the status or literally anything. I don't care. I just want to show that you can come up from the lowest of lows and outwork the entire competition. Of course, once again, I didn't record, no, wait. I did. Never mind. What am I saying? I'm saying that you can come up from the lowest of lows, and as long as you outwork the competition, you stack hours, you can get ahead of them. I started off at the lowest of lows. I never heard a story like this in wrestling before. Maybe some people keep it hidden, so that's why I don't hear stories like that. But you wouldn't like I was probably gonna keep the story hidden for my entire life. I'm like, no, it's so cold in here. I only live one life, you know what I'm saying? It's embarrassing a bit talking about this whole thing, but you know, it's gonna help a lot of people, and that's all that I really care about. Helping other people. Of course, it's gonna help me as well. I'm not saying that's not the whole thing, but it's gonna help a lot of people. A lot of people can't relate to doing what I've done. Of course, there are some that have done it. No one's really vocal about it, and no one is. I don't think a lot of people drop 90 pounds in 1 year. That doesn't happen a lot while wrestling. I mean, it wasn't that. It was sorta, cause like I was 170 at like March, like April time, and I think I was like 260 around last year, like 250-ish. I don't think I was 260 in March or April time. I think I was 240. I talked to it before. It was like 245 around that period, something like that. I wasn't way too heavy, but you know, I really do not feel like lifting right now. I do not feel like lifting. I do not want to lift, but it's days like these that are the most crucial. These are the most important days. I did not feel like getting out of bed right now. I actually didn't. I delayed it by an hour. Hour and a half almost, actually. Maybe almost 2 hours. That's really embarrassing to admit. I'm actually going to admit right now. Well, I woke up 2 hours ago, but I actually got out of bed around in like 30, 40 minutes ago. I wanted to just lay down. I'm like, alright, I don't want to get up this early, but you know, so you have to fight through it all. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy doing all this stuff. And the thing was, the reason why I didn't want to get up wasn't just because I was feeling tired. It was like, this is another point that a lot of people talk about, is that for the rest of the day, I didn't want to feel drained. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I got enough sleep. I slept around like 10 o'clock, like 10, something like that, 10:20, something like that, and I woke up around 5. So I think that's enough sleep for me. That's like almost 6.5 hours of sleep, 7 hours. So that's all right. Of course, you shouldn't be sleeping that much every day, but you can survive on it and do pretty well on like 6.5, 7 hours of sleep. 7 hours of sleep is better than 10 hours of sleep. All right, let me just put it like that. If you get 10 hours of sleep, that's not good. You might be thinking, oh wait, why is that? You know what I'm saying? Sleeping more. First of all, you're gonna feel more off the entire day. Second of all, you probably slept at like around like 12 o'clock or like really late. If you're waking up, if you're sleeping for 10 hours, your sleep schedule is a little messed up. And yeah, third of all, you're gonna be up later, and it's not good to be up late. You know what I'm saying? Nothing good ever happens after 10 o'clock, as they say. I think that's something I heard about before. It's like nothing good happens after 10. Maybe 6 p.m., but I think it was 10 p.m. Oh my god. But you're having to you know, stack these hours right now and really it's why I've gotten so ahead. You know, it's like when you hear a story about a kid that starts wrestling in 10th grade, you know, usually I heard about a story actually recently where a kid started wrestling in 9th grade and he was actually ranked, like he actually started doing really well at like some national tournaments and stuff like that in high school and stuff like that. And that's like crazy. Like I didn't ever do that in high school, but he, like, when he came into wrestling, well, he was already doing football, they were saying, so that's like one minor thing. But also he came in very strong. Like, he came in with they said the biggest chest like in the room. Like, he was very strong dude. And for me, it wasn't like I just started wrestling in 10th grade. I'm like, all right, I just instantly got it and everything like that. And I was looking strong by the time I was a senior. No, I started off at a genetic disadvantage. Like, I started off like at a disadvantage. I'm not saying I'm better than everybody. I'm just saying it's been very. I like the reason why I'm talking about it now is because right now I'm injured and now I have time to really think about it. Now I think I'm getting better. Now my knees are getting better. I feel like mostly and everything like that. And today's not going to be like a crazy max day. It's gonna be more of a technique day and just staying in rhythm. Really, nothing gonna take me off, and I probably should be doing something like this. I'm gonna really think about it. But this day is really not supposed to be a heavy day. Monday was the heavy day. Usually I would do heavy shoulder press. Right now, I'm gonna go for this one. Like, usually my shoulder press would be a lot more heavier. But right now, my back actually, I don't know what happened to it. It got really messed up. Probably should not be doing circle holds. I figured that out. It's not good to do that with 345 doing that. Because I'm like, all right, I can circle squat 345. Like, all right, I can hold 345, right? And I could, but the issue is, what's it targeting? That's what I didn't understand. It's targeting your lower back, and my back got so messed up because I was doing that. Like, it got really bad. I'm like, all right, maybe I don't want to ever do circle squats ever again. But now I'm feeling better, and now I know not to do that again. So what I'm gonna do instead is do Zerker pin squats. I'm not too sure exactly how that works fully. I've seen some videos about it, and that really helps out for wrestling. And I don't want to fully do Zerker squats yet because of my knee. So I'm gonna do Zerker pin squats and see how that works. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, really bright and early right now. Not a lot of people are up right now. This is exactly why I love it. Maybe this time is better going on like 6:20, 30-ish. I think it'll be better for me to wake up at 6 a.m. compared to 5 a.m. Reason why is I sleep at 10 a.m. I sleep at 10 p.m. usually, and I can't really sleep at 9 p.m. because I'm uploading videos till late. So of course I'm gonna lose that hour, but I also gain an extra hour because yeah. I think it's better for me to wake up at 6 a.m. than 5. A lot of people wake up 5. Everyone has their preferences, but I've waken up a lot at 6 a.m. in the past. Like, I've woken up in 6 a.m. for a long time now. And of course, waking up at 5 a.m. gets you outside your comfort zone, but comfort zone equals recovery. Like, I also gotta focus on my recovery as well, and I really had to focus on it, especially because I'm not just someone that's doing nothing. I have to do so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? So recovery is very important, and although, you know, step outside your comfort zone and stuff like that, you also gotta really focus on recovery. So yeah, that's that. I'll be back. I don't think I'm gonna take too long today, maybe 30 minutes, something like that. I don't know. I'll be back. So here's my shoulder press. You know, I did a little bit lighter today. I wanted to go light. I didn't want to go too heavy to make myself recover easier. And I did some incline dumbbell bench, once again lighter. And then afterwards I did lateral raises, once again light. And then I did some machine rows. And that... I'm back right now, and you know, was it a good day? I'm not too sure. Was it a bad day? No. Was it the best day? I'm not too sure. Basically, it was a little bit of a light day. That's what I wanted to do. So I took some sets to near failure. It was like 2 reps shy of failure, which is what I intended to do. It's more about a speed rep day. So what I plan on doing is one day I do heavy, and then the next day I do speed reps, and then the next day heavy, and then speed reps. You know what I'm saying? That'll help me out a lot, because and then eventually, as the season gets tighter and tighter, then I just shifted to 2 days a week, and I lift heavy the 2 days. But right now it's more spaced out because I have a lot of time right now. As the season gets closer and closer, like the postseason, if I even decide to wrestle, gotta see that part out. But yeah, I'll see what happens there. Hopefully I'm back to wrestling. I want to wrestle. I would rather wrestle than lift. lifting it's cool and all that, but anyone can lift, you know. The only downsides to wrestling is for the social media part, like my content stuff. I'm not going to be wrestling any higher level competition than I did this year. You know what I'm saying? Than last year. Which I don't think, to be honest, I'm probably ever going to wrestle the higher level competition that I did last year unless I transfer. I still have no idea if I want to do that or not. Here's the thing though, what I saw last night, and this is something that I've been really thinking about a lot. I'm focusing so much on the external right now. So much about, oh yeah, I should transfer because other people will see that, oh yeah, I'm wrestling in a better place and I'll have a more of a college wrestler image or something like that. I don't really know. And I'm so focused on the outside that I'm not focused on the internal. And this is what happens a lot. It's not just the college wrestling thing or whatever it is. It's about everything. People chase money. They chase all these cars. They chase all this stuff. I heard a thing, I think it was last night, where I usually watch, like, you know, people talking about their day for dinner. That's all I talk. I just listen to talking videos. You know, it's probably going to be like, it's like those talking videos where they play the Call of Duty background, like the Call of Duty gameplays in the background. I don't even watch the gameplay. I just listen to the guy talk, and yeah, they just talk about whatever is on their mind. So basically, what they were talking about was, well, the part of the story was there were these two bagel shops, but one was popular on TikTok, and the other wasn't, and the other one was empty. But the other one, like the one that was popular on TikTok, that one was filled, like the lines were full across the block, and it was freezing cold outside. But everyone wanted to get it because they can post it online. And this is what I'm talking about. People would rather sit in the cold so they can boost their external image than actually like care about their internal image. Like, because right now they're cold, they feel bad, and the bagel just tastes the same, and they're wasting their time. And right now the internal is not really suffering too much, but like, they're doing all this work for just external, and that's exactly how it is with everything else. That's what everyone does. Everyone's so focused on the external. This is why I deactivated my account. I feel like some people have no idea why I just randomly deactivated my account. I mean, I posted that story post about my whole injury and everything, like me coming back from my injury and everything like that, and my high lift number, and yeah, and then I just deactivated it a day later. So maybe they can see some sort of connection there, but no, it doesn't really make sense. The guy, on my post, you can see me wrestling as D1 teams. I look good in the pictures. I look strong. I had a strong profile. I had over 3.4K followers, I think 3.3K followers. I had like 2,000 following. So I had a pretty I was connected like online. I had a ton of people that I had things like not close with, but had a connection on social media and stuff like that. And I had this whole thing, and from the external, it looked like I was doing amazing. But like I talked about how internal, I wasn't doing good at the time. And I feel like I'm getting better now, but at the time though, my internal was so bad, and I'm like, what do you call it? I'm trying to think right now. I'm a little out of it right now. Yeah, my internal was so bad because I talked about how I just started feeling so alone and feeling like I don't belong anywhere. But when I started deleting social media, I mean, I still feel that a bit, but now I'm like starting to I'm starting to accept it and starting to combat it more, and starting to realize that what I'm doing is incredible. Like, I gotta stop being so down on myself. You know, when people started seeing my content, I was embarrassed because I didn't want people seeing like, oh yeah, he's posting, but this transformation is not even that cool. I never thought it was a big deal or anything like that, so I never posted it. Or even when people saw it, I was like, oh yeah, are people gonna hate me because like, oh yeah, he's trying to profit off wrestling and stuff like that. All these thoughts, like, were negative thoughts and everything come in my head. And I never like truly sat back and I'm like, you know what, I did all this work and everything like that. Sure, I'm completely not off social media, like, because I post the content. If I didn't post content or anything like that, I wouldn't be on social media. And I hate it. I hate that it's just like, oh yeah, he's posting content. It's not just content. Like, I'm doing it for like the sport, to show my journey and everything. I'm not just like being like some guy, like being like, oh yeah, and this is what, I don't know. Like, I don't know what lie. I heard this article or this thing that said over 52% of Gen Z is trying to be content creators, and I mean, that's a big competition to deal with. You know what I'm saying? That's true, but they're not even in my lane. They're in a completely different lane, so I'm not too worried there. Of course, they could be stealing views and stuff like that. I don't really know, but no, my thing isn't just about getting views. That's the thing, though. I could have 50K followers, for example, but if I'm posting some just random stuff, me just like going out and like, you know, pranking other I don't know, restaurants or whatever, am I gonna profit off this? No. Am I gonna do anything with this? No. It's cool to have a decent following, but if I'm not actually like doing anything with it, then it's just like nothing. Then it's just like, oh yeah, I'm just seeking attention. You know, when I'm doing this wrestling, this whole journey thing, I'm showing my journey, I'm inspiring others, and I'm trying to help wrestling out as well as sport, grow the sport more, and what do you call it? Yeah, do something that I wish I had, like the match analysis, like me showing the matches and everything like that. I'm doing it daily. I'm showing best moments off recent clips most of the time. They're recent. So yeah, I'm really like being like a person that's like showing everything and showing my journey as well. Of course, right now, as it is like today or yesterday, like 3 days ago, it hasn't been doing as well. The journey videos, they took a dip in views all of a sudden. They on my Instagram, not on TikTok. It's still doing well on TikTok, and YouTube Shorts is actually doing well, but on Instagram for some reason, not getting pushed out anymore. It's getting stuck at that 300 view range again. It's for the last only 3 days. Maybe if I can push it up again. This happens sometimes. I think it gets pushed randomly, but it's like my D1 recap videos. They're getting over like thousands of views each time. So that's pretty cool, and you know, it's all having an impact, and it's all like, even if I have like 20K followers, for example, let's say, for example, I could like have so much opportunities in the sport of wrestling compared to me having compared to me having like 150K followers. But I'm just doing like, if I just have if I have 150K followers, but I'm just going out and pranking restaurants, for example. So like, I'm just using that as an example. Like, I'm not like it'll be more beneficial for me to have the 20K followers, you know what I'm saying? Because they're actually here for me and for my wrestling analysis and for my wrestling thing and everything, and my journey, my strength journey, and athlete journey, really. I don't think it's just a wrestling journey. It's just a journey overall. Like, and it's not just like, oh yeah, I'm just documenting wrestling. It's like everything. Like, I'm just showing like, I'm just a normal person that's going after his goals. I don't really include the wrestling part too much, because that's not what it's about. It's about a normal person. I'm normal. I'm not something. Of course, I'm a college wrestler, but I'm a normal person who's just going after his goals. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing special about me. I don't think that, oh yeah, I'm this big guy right now and everything like that. Like, I just genuinely feel like I'm trying to have an impact. And even if I have like 3K followers, let's say, for example, like, I'm having more, like, it's more beneficial than having 100K followers off that pranking restaurants, for example. Of course, I as well, let me just quickly get to this last point as well. Last night actually, I had one of my closest friends, well, was one of my closest friends, you know, I saw I probably saw it a little bit before, but saw it and he liked like one video from like a couple days ago, and he didn't follow me, which for him, it tells a little. I've been noticing that he's been, you know, been a little off, so for the way he treats me, not treats me, but what he's been talking to me the last couple months, so I've noticed a big pattern shift as soon as I started doing well in my wrestling. I really started noticing it, and it makes sense a little bit. Like, for example, if I see other athletes, like other college athletes from my school doing well, I get a bit jealous. Let's not lie. I'm not lying. I do get a little bit jealous. I'm like, oh, I want to be the only guy doing good. For me, it's different. Like, I want to be the only guy doing good, but for a lot of other people, because I was for a while, I was the only one doing good. But now we have, I think, if he's not faking it, it looks like he's starting. I think he's in the sport, so that's pretty cool, being able to start. But his team is not really too big of a team, but still, doesn't matter. He's still starting. It seems like he did well. So yeah, I do get a little bit jealous there. I don't even know how I saw it. I don't know. It just popped up on my I don't know, random posts pop up on my on my feed, like, you know, right when you open Instagram, random posts just pop up something. I had a post one time about some kid from Farmingdale who was a 2-time all-county wrestler, 215 pounds. His post came up about how he couldn't wrestle his senior year because from injury. It was too dangerous to come back. And he also missed his football season. And I had no idea who this guy was up until this point, but I saw it and I'm like, alright, that's pretty sad. Especially because he was, I think he was the number 1 ranked kid in the county, probably. Or something like that. Nassau County is a really hard county. And I think it's even harder than Suffolk now, I would argue, to wrestle in. It probably is. There's a lot more like state champs and stuff like that there compared to the heat was on the entire time. There's a lot more better guys there than Suffolk. So nowadays Suffolk isn't as good as Nassau County. So yeah, that's really that. It's another day. I'm just really getting after it, being the best version of myself, improving, and I'm happy about the way everything went. And yeah.